Hello. Today we'll talk about rounding off numbers. We all know from back from grade school that anything above 5 will round up the next number. However, there are more there are trickier, I would say, rules about this rounding of numbers when it comes to more specific equations and whatnot. Let's round up all of these numbers to three significant figures. 2.532. I'm going to cut it right over here. So every red number I will cut off. I'm cutting off the 2. Therefore, this 2 cannot round up the 3 to a 4. If I cut off this number to three numbers, or three significant figures, my response is 2.53. The 2 is not big enough to round up the 3 to a 4. Next one. 2.536. The 6 is big enough to round up the 3 to a 4. Therefore, I get 2.54. Next one. I'm cutting off right over here. 2.5351. I have 51. So this 5151, 5 especially, is big enough to bring the 3 to a 4. And I end up with 2.54. These last two rules are a little trickier. I have 2.5350. I don't have 51. In this case, I have 51. Here I have only 50. Okay, why is that important? Because this number, being an odd number, will be rounded up by this 50. So if I cut up the 50 and take it away, this 3 becomes a 4, ending up with 2.54. Then you would say, well, that's the same rule as before. Maybe so. However, 2.5250. The only difference between this and this is the 2 and the 3. In this case, the 3 was rounded up. But in this case, the 2 stays the same. This response would be 2.52. Because this 50 is not a 51 to bring this 2 into a 3. Seeing that this is an even number, the 2 stays. Therefore, becomes 2.52. The 50 is not big enough to round up the 2 to a 3. However, this 50 was big enough to round up this odd number to a 4. And that's the difference, whether it is odd or even. I need to have at least a 51 every time to round up every number to the next higher number. In this case, I have a 3. The odd will be rounded up by a 50, but the even will not be rounded up by a 50, only if it is a 51. I know this last rule is a little tricky, but I hope it helps you out. One more time. This even number will not be rounded up by a 51, by a 50, sorry. However, this odd number will be rounded up by a 50. Had this been a 51, this would become a 3 if I'm calling up the number to three significant figures. However, this even is not going to be rounded up by the 50 to a 3, and it's going to stay 2.52. I hope this helps you out.